What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Banner Report podcast. We are coming to you live on January 22nd, 2026, a Thursday of all days, an off day for the Celtics. And last you heard from us, our C's went, 3-1, losing a tough one to the Pistons there. But otherwise, beating a bunch of Eastern Conference teams you're going to be facing going ahead, the Heat, the Hawks, and, not the Pacers, but the Pacers always play us tough for whatever godforsaken reason. I'm just kind of glad we never have to play them again this season. Just very happy that that's done. But guys, how are we doing on this lovely Thursday evening in cold, chilly New England?
Well, we're going to be on fucking Monday, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, we're going to get fucked by a fucking blizzard.
Well, hopefully not, because our Patriots are playing on Sunday, so let's hope we have chipper news to warm us over through that big cold front that's coming in that you talked about. But yeah, guys, I mean, our C's, they just continue to chug away. Top of the East, second, right behind the Pistons, ahead of the Knicks, who are on a schneid themselves. And we're basically just treading water here. I haven't seen anything new or outstanding. Jaylen Brown continues to dominate on a nightly basis, definitely playing it like the best forward in the league still. And you got a bunch of role players who are stepping up, like Sam Hauser's kept getting out of his slide that he started with the season. Anfernee Simons is really showing up, showing that he can be a piece that maybe we should keep going forward instead of talking about moving him at this deadline in the next 2 weeks. But where do we want to start with our C's? Anything?
I was gonna start with the Sam Hauser. I mean, he's a back above 40% 3-pointer percentage. We can all rest. That would have been dreadful if he ended the year under 40. I don't know what I would have done, honestly. It's not a Sam Hauser season. But yeah, the Simons point is correct, I'd say. Like I think we hear out offers, but I don't know if we're looking to shop. You know what I mean? Like if a crazy offer comes across and then we want to take advantage, but I definitely don't think we should be going out like pitching as much, because I think he'll be very valuable for the second unit, being so defensive heavy, especially when Walsh won't start anymore with Tatum, even though he's kind of fizzled in and out of there. Like Hauser's more in there nowadays, but the defensive unit is so defensive heavy that I think Simons works so well with people like Hugo and Walsh and all the other guys we got.
Just an important guy you're going to need for his offensive capabilities in like those fourth quarter doldrums when the starters are getting the rest before the last 5 minutes and they enter crunch time, or clutch time, as they call it. So he steadies the boat on the second unit offensively for sure, something that is very vital. And yeah, he's not a guy I want to see. I've waffled back and forth on him all season, but I feel like he's sort of found his role here and performing like a sixth man of the year, like we thought he would be to go into this year. And yeah, see him being very valuable going forward, especially when we add a guy, Swiss Army knife guy like Jayson Tatum back to the lineup. The only way I'd really consider moving him, there's still issues with this team, just functionally. The big man, the rebounds and the down the stretch, rim protection tends to be an issue. So unless there's like a Zubac on the table, I'm probably not moving him for anybody. Definitely not for Robert Williams, not for Jay Huff or whoever. I'd much rather him stay on this team and hopefully bring him back on a much more affordable contract in the offseason. That'd be ideal.
Yeah. No, to be fair, though, like we did waffle about Simons, but the team did, and Joe waffled about him too. We kind of just mirrored, like Joe kind of was not too confident in him, and we read that correctly, but he came out the mud and a better player, and he's talking about it now, like that. It kind of sucks to be questioned like that, but he's in his interviews recently, he's been like, I'm really thankful to be on this team, and like really was put to the test, and they're not just letting me slide by, and he's talking about he learned a lot, and like seeing him and Garza work so well together with his big body screens, like it's just, yeah, the second unit is fun to watch, and Simons is like most of that, so it'd be tough to see him go, that's for sure.
So I have a feeling we're all stay pat here going into the deadline, that you don't want to see any moves happen. Steve, I know you're futzing around on the trade machine.
I mean, like, whatever the Celtics do, I trust Brad. I mean, he's never made a trade that I was like, that's blown up in our face like that. Like, every trade he's made has really just been furthering this team. But like, you got Tatum coming back after the trade deadline, so, or well, we assume maybe even before the trade deadline, the way he's progressing in his workouts, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he did a televised workout right in front of media and reporters.
It wasn't supposed to be a televised workout, but he did it purposefully in front of the media so that it would get out. But like, if they, whatever little things they want to share up, Like if you want to make some moves and share some of the front court up, or maybe get another ball handler in here that can run your offense when Brown's not out there, take a little bit of pressure off of him or Tatum. Like, that's fine. Like little things around the edges, I'm fine with. I don't want to see any of our like starters. At this point, I don't even think I want to see Simons go unless it's for like a big name.
Interesting you say, but I don't think ball handler is something that's we need. I mean, we have
I
4
like to
legitimate ball
that can put
handlers.
like pressure on the rim though, because like right now, like Derek White can set up your offense, but he's not putting pressure on the rim on a regular basis. Like Jaylen does, but when he's out, we can't put everything on him to be the creator by putting pressure on the rim. Pritchard goes through slumps where, like right now, I don't even remember the last time Pritchard had a 20-point game. Like he's been struggling under the radar because like the team's still playing so well. But like another guy who can just break down the defense, get inside, and like work the ball around. Maybe another shooter.
But doesn't Tatum do that?
He does, but I don't want to put all that pressure on him like right away coming back off injury.
Well, listen, you're coming back. You're coming back. Like you're coming back to a team that's not in the like you're not gonna have a lot of time here to get back into shape via game. Like if you're coming back, you need to be ready to jump into a second seed in the East. Like you need to be ready to come in and produce. Other than that, don't come back. That's my opinion. Like don't just keep this team going as it is, and let the cards fall where they may. I don't think ball. You have Tatum, you have Brown, you have Pritchard, you have White, you have Anfernee Simons. That's 5 guys who can handle the ball at any given time. I don't think that's the issue. I think if you're going to shore things up on the fringes like you're talking, you need to add like a big man that can kind of shoot, or a wing that can shoot or finish at the rim, like you said. Not many of those available currently.
Someone we've really all forgotten about. I mean, not really, but like he just kind of falls off the radar because he's still in the G League. Is Amari Williams has been killing it, as I hear, and he's been progressing greatly. Like maybe he makes the roster, but like maybe he comes in to be like a roster player by the end of the year. Like
He
he's
played
still
last night.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he like his stats are like I feel like he's still not really into the flow yet. I think he will be a real piece for us, and he's very versatile. It's funny too. He's from the UK. I always forget that we got a British lad on the team. It'd be great to have.
I mean,
Also, we have Ron Harper Jr. just kind of chilling. Like
Yeah.
his brother's Dylan, right?
I don't even know.
I know his dad's Ron Harper Sr.
Well, duh. What gave that away?
Is Dylan? Are they brothers or cousins?
They look a lot alike if they're not related.
I know that Amari Williams, like I feel bad because like the minutes that he is getting are fucking garbage time minutes with no creator out there to help him out. Like I watched him the whole time last night, and like he didn't even touch the ball on offense other than to do like a handoff. So it was like nobody's breaking down the defense and setting him up for like a good shot. Like it's a tough spot for him to be in the minutes that he's getting right now.
Dylan Harper is Ron's younger brother.
Gotcha.
So we have a Harper we have a Harper ourselves.
I was just watching The Last Dance with Paige, so.
No, yeah. So yeah, I think we're all in. You hear people like the people we talked about, the Zubac, the whatever. But another name that's sort of been floated around the pool is Malik Monk, and to that I say we have a Malik Monk at home, and Anfernee Simons. Like their numbers are almost legitimately identical. The only thing that's not is Simons is making more money, so I don't really see the need to add a Malik Monk. Unless you want to shed Simons' salary and try and add somebody else, I don't really know. I don't know why you want to get off the expiring like that. I don't know. I wouldn't want to make that trade. I don't think.
It's a lateral move for like kind of a less healthy dude too. I feel like Malik Monk low key doesn't play like as much as he should. Like at least from a fantasy perspective, I'm always kind of looking at the people available, and he's always one of them.
That could also just be a Kings thing. Like he's not available because he's on the Kings.
It's true.
So yeah, the C's. Not really much to talk about here. I don't know. Anything else before we move on?
Simon set the record for most points off the bench. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happened. They hit 39 off the bench, which is the most in Celtics history. That's a pretty crazy game off the bench.
Wow. That is crazy.
Oh,
sorry, I'm dying of a coughing.
Beat the living snot out of the Hawks too the other night. That was pretty fun to watch. That was a big Amari Williams
fire.
Yeah, I mean, you lost one to the Pistons, but you hung in there the whole time, and they're supposed to be the number 1 seed, and That's a team that you're going to be competing with in the Eastern Conference Finals, as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, right now, like it looks like we're pretty much locking up the 2 seed if everything keeps going the way it's going. Because I don't see Detroit really slowing down in the regular season. They seem like a regular season dog, and the Knicks are just like shitting down their pants, like they just had like 2-year-old fucking cream cheese that's been sitting out. Like they're just shitting all over themselves. I don't even know what's going on with them.
They're still only a game behind us, though. A game and a half behind us. So
It could be the 2nd seed in a week or so.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, what the Knicks? I guess that's an interesting topic. What the hell? What's going on? What do they do?
Blow it up.
Yeah.
Do you get rid of Ant?
Ant?
Yeah. No, I'm not Ant. I'm sorry, Cat.
Yes.
That's
Immediately.
what the fans seem to be clamoring for, that at least. Like either that or a Mike Brown move, but I don't know. It always feels like crazy to do that so fast.
Shift a coach halfway through the year. I don't think that's going to happen.
Did they just hire him this year too?
Yeah.
Was that last year?
They fired Tibbs to bring this guy in.
I mean, that'd be an AJ Griffin type. Was it AJ Griffin? Was his name the coach of the Bucks? Who was like the 2nd seed and got fired just because like the vibes were bad his first year.
Oh, was that
Not AJ Griffin.
Darvin Ham.
No, wasn't
No.
it? It's someone else. I think Darvin Ham replaced him. It was someone that Giannis wanted.
It wasn't Kidd, right? Well, good. They replaced them all with Doc Rivers. So actually,
was-
yeah.
Adrian Griffin.
the guy, Adrian Griffin?
Yeah.
Where did he go after that?
I don't think anywhere. I think he's an assistant somewhere maybe, but they were literally the 2nd seed and like at that time, and he got fired. So if like it'd be kind of similar to that, and that was his first year, I believe.
Or Mark Jackson with the Warriors when they went to I think they went to the Western Conference Finals, and then he got fired, and Steve Kerr came in, and they started winning.
Makes you wonder, though, if that was like anybody. Could Mark Jackson have remained the coach and have those players take the step forward that they did? Probably. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to stop that Golden State.
Yeah, dude,
So
he hasn't coached since. Griffin got fired when they were 30-13. That's insane.
I remember that. That was fucking so stupid. Like, what do you want your coach to do? You're 30-13. Like, he's getting you results, and you're still gonna shit can him. Like, that's a Giannis move right there. If anything, I swear.
Yeah, that's the thing. If your star's not gelling with the coach, he's out. You saw that with the Grizzlies. You see that every single season.
Well, the Grizzlies are gonna keep their coach, apparently, according to reports. Like, they're like out.
Well, yeah, they brought him in to please Ja.
Polo, I think his name is, and they're gonna get rid of Ja.
Well, that's the thing. They brought this guy in for Ja, and then Ja immediately had an issue with him. It's like, well,
That's weird. It's a strange time for a team. Usually doesn't keep the coach and get rid of the player. Usually it's the other way around. So that's how you can tell the Grizzlies are pretty much fed up with Ja.
Well, we'll talk about it, but I don't know if the Grizzlies are necessarily going to move on from Ja, especially the way he played last night and recently. It's like, I see why people are still in on him. Like, the stuff he did last night, he was doing it on both ends. Key blocks. I think he had like 12 assists. Like, he was doing it all, scoring the rock. We'll see with the Grizzlies. I don't imagine he'll get moved, especially because he's getting moved for Trae Young price. Like, I don't know. I'd rather him keep playing this string out. Maybe hopefully he's a little bit more motivated to finish out the season strong. Then in the offseason, we'll move him. We'll have that discussion.
I don't know. But are the
Unlikely.
Grizzlies tanking at this point? Like, they
No.
sat for an extra 6 weeks after just rolling an ankle.
Well, I think they're being really cautious with him.
At this point, like, your season's not going well. Ja's missing most of the season, just started playing well. Like, you're not going to make any noise in the West. You might as well trade Ja, tank, get a good pick. Like, look at this.
They're right.
It's unbelievable.
They're right at the Clippers spot, so I don't know if you can say their season's not. Like, they're at a real, they're literally right. Like, you can talk yourself into either way, going full competitive and try and make the play in, or full tear it down, blow it up. But I think it seems like they're going to keep playing the string out.
But, like, my thing is, like, what's your reward for making the play in? Like, sure, you can make it into the playoffs. Then your reward is, hey, I get to play Oklahoma City in the first round and get blown out in 4 games and not get a good draft pick. And then for Trae Young prices in the offseason. Like,
you listen, you try and make it to the dance no matter what, right? Like, it's kind of hard to fault the team for trying to do that.
I definitely don't. Like, I get it. Like, I'm against tanking, but, like, in this situation, like, you have a disgruntled superstar that doesn't want to be there, is fighting people in practice, starting fights on the fucking court against fucking Mo Gay.
Well,
because he
Yeah, I mean,
wrapped him up on a fucking dropped fucking ball. Like, what do we like? That's
he said he grabbed his hair.
fucking dude. He rubbed you against your head and grabbed your hair a little bit. Get over it. Don't start a fight. You started a fight, then started laughing and walked away when somebody else took care of it. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
Well, let's just be completely honest. I don't think John Morant's above fighting, Steve. Like, I don't think he's scared to fight anybody. I think
no,
he'll
but
get in the mix.
it just looks stupid. Like, you don't play enough for you to be like getting in here like fighting. Like, you played good for 2 games out of the entire year. Now you're gonna start fighting guys. Like, I would want off John Morant now. Start finding ways to sit Triple J or trade him too and just completely blow it up. I kind of like having Triple J as a corner piece. I mean, if you don't have to pay Ja, then you can have like a lot of free money to work around him. But I just don't see it for Memphis this year. Like, even if Ja plays at like his almost MVP level, like you're getting swept in the first round.
Well, I mean, listen, you say that, and then like Tatum blows his Achilles out, and Halliburton, like, I don't know, not that you're hoping for injuries, but you get to the dance, and then things might break your way, and you could go on a Pacers run. Like,
Look at
is that team, is the Memphis Grizzlies that much different of a talented team than the Pacers are? I don't think so.
I mean, it's a different sport, but look at the Pats too. Like, you're going to the AFC Championship game and you're going to play a backup quarterback because that's just how the cards fell. The guy got hurt at the end of the last game. Like, I get that, and I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because like they did have a 40-point lead on the Thunder last year in the playoffs at one point, and then they lost that game because Ja got hurt. So I am talking out of both sides of my mouth here, but I don't know.
It's very interesting that he's becoming very much a lightning rod player right now. Like, I don't know. I think Giannis, obviously, if he gets moved, which he's not going to get moved, I don't think anymore, is John Morant would be, you're talking about dominoes that need to fall. John Morant is that domino, I imagine, most likely domino to fall, and either you could talk yourself into either side. If I'm a Memphis fan, after watching last night's performance, and I know he got into the fight, I actually kind of like that he got a little aggro. I almost feel like a hockey situation where he's getting in the mix and he's getting the guys fired up. And they went on a run. That game was neck and neck, and he was playing his ass off. It's not like he was fighting and had a bad game. He was fighting and was the best player on the court. I could see wanting to keep him and try and ride the string out because, like I said, there's not that much separating last year's Pacers team from this year's Memphis Grizzlies team. Especially, other than what?
The conference.
Oh, well, that's true. That's obviously...
You're going to have to play like the
fair.
Nuggets or the Thunder or the Spurs. Like, it's their top three.
I was thinking the Heat, too. That 8th seed Heat that got to the finals and ruined our fucking year in that Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, I mean, also conference difference. But yeah, that is the blueprint for a play-in team, that's for sure.
But health has been at a premium here in the Western Conference. It's not been like a lot of players who are iron horses have kind of, Jokic being the most predominant one, missing a lot of time.
But like,
freak shit happens.
Not either though. Like, Ja hasn't been healthy in years. I think Ja's like a good litmus test of what a player could be and what a player is right now. Like
what? Like talking about the valuation of a prospect.
Yeah, like how do you evaluate him? Because like right now, like John Morant, as of like this year, is like not a good player. Like, he's not a max player. Like, he's not worth trading that much for, and he's not worth building around. But like, looking at what he's done and what he could be, like, he is worth that. So it's kind of like, hey, you look at
it's a gamble. Yeah.
If you take out the entire context of John Morant, then he becomes a guy who's scoring 20 points a game and is not a max player. But other than that, it's still, we are talking about John Morant.
You look at just numbers, like if you Billy Bean this real quick.
He's played 20 games this year. He's 19.5 points, I'll give him 3.5 boards and 8 assists. 41% from the field, not good. 23.5% from 3, not good. But he's never been good from 3. His career average is 31.
He must be trending up though, because it was in the teens.
Yeah,
3-point percentage.
He's on a couple heaters.
Kind of hard, especially as such a high usage guy. It's pretty hard to not like have that just naturally creep up.
Yeah, if it's that bad.
Yeah. And also, they're at an interesting spot because I think there's a lot of young talent on that team still. Like, Triple J's 26, Ja's 26, Edie's young, Coward's been a revelation. You got a bunch of young wings.
Cam Spencer, too. Cam Spencer's been low-key pretty good for them.
Like, there's a lot of reasons to want to invest into this team as is. obviously Ja Morant is the crux of it all, and if he continues down what we've seen him do, then yes, you should get off of him. You know, you can never hold out that he matures a little bit. Can never hold out. You never stop holding out, especially if you're a Grizzlies fan.
Did you see he pulled out the bazooka recently? A new move in his arsenal. After hitting a shot, he pulled the bazooka out.
We're worried about
That's the type of shit that makes you out on him.
He's just not going to mature. I don't think
that happened like last week, not even, or like a couple of games ago.
Yeah, like he's had a good week of basketball. Like
a good week, and he's bringing out the bazooka.
He had a 40-point game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean,
it's probably when the bazooka came out.
Look, if anybody else pulled the bazooka on that one, I'd probably be all in on it. But I mean, this guy has a relationship with guns that is pretty bad at best. So
I do honestly though, when he goes way beyond guns for the celebrations, it does make me laugh a shit ton. Like when he did the grenades after the suspensions, dude, the bazooka's like in the same thing. Him just going like way beyond guns as the reaction is like kind of fucking hilarious. Like he just does not. I mean, it's annoying if you're a Grizzlies fan. Like we're far away. He's not impacting our team, so it's just funny to me. Like the fact that he does not give a fuck.
He's like the Jameis Winston of basketball. He's really fucking fun to watch when he's not on your team. Like
but Jameis Winston wishes he was as good as Ja Morant was at his job.
And Ja probably wishes he was as pure of heart.
Well, even
Jameis
then,
Jameis stuff too.
Yeah, in college.
I don't know.
He stole from a Publix. He stole crab legs.
I think there was other things too.
I don't know about his other stuff, so I'll take it back if that's the case. But when I see an interview of him, he's like the jolliest man of all time.
Yeah, no, I love Jameis, but it's just like, I don't know. It's as Patriots fans, we want to talk about celebrations. Like Stephon Diggs is really pushing that line himself, especially with that last week when he scored the touchdown. He did I think it was a reference to him having doggy style sex with somebody, or whatever. Yeah, and
where he does this.
No, he did something different. It was like down and like he was fondling something, and then he pulled up, and then it cuts to Vrabel because the CBS knows like get off of him, or whatever the hell. And it cuts to Vrabel
with that. They've seen it over the years.
And then right before it cuts, you see Stephon Diggs like stop, and then he goes for it again, and then he cuts to Vrabel, and you see Vrabel go like, because he's pushing it, he's gonna get a penalty like that's gonna affect the team, and obviously Stephon Diggs has a lot of off-field issues currently going on, so you take risks on talent,
Yeah, wide receivers especially, they're just like that too.
Yeah, they. The triple
the bar's high. The bar's high for bastard activity when it comes to wide receivers. That's for sure.
We're leagues away from Randy Moss going and wiping his ass on a goalpost.
Diggs would do that though.
Oh, absolutely.
Golden Tate was always the craziest person with that stuff. I watched some show where they throw. Have you ever seen the military force show where they like put celebrities into like some gritty like Navy SEAL training, and Golden Tate was one of them, and I did not expect his personality after watching his highlights. He's like such a quiet, nice man, but if you watch his NFL highlights, he's a menace, dude. He's like probably one of the bigger menaces of all time.
When he scored that touchdown and he dove ass first into the defender in the end zone, pretty hilarious.
All the times he's like backpedaled celebrating in front of a guy's face too. Like he was the celebrating wide receiver guy for a bit.
Yeah, he was a beast. Shout out to Golden Tate. Yeah, so Ja, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out here in the next 2 weeks. I don't imagine he's going to get moved, but we have all-star talks in your East. The starters are Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, I almost said Halliburton, and Jaylen Brown and Giannis. So our guy JB's in there. Any Celtics got snubbed? I feel like Derek White kind of got snubbed. He should be there.
People are clamoring for. I mean, like the Cavs have just been really disappointing, but Donovan Mitchell, like he's probably the snub.
Yeah, but listen, your team's trash. Dookie water.
You're disappointing when we put you on prime time. It sucks, dude. So no.
And then in West, you got Luka, Shea, Steph, Victor, Wembanyama, and Nikola Jokic, who's probably not going to play the game.
No, I mean him. I mean, I think that him and LeBron probably won't play. And it sucks. This is going to be like one of LeBron's last ones. So like vote him on there so he'll play. But that left a bad taste in my mouth last year after he just decided like a day before to not play. Or the day of. Wasn't like the day of. He was like, I don't feel good.
Maybe he didn't feel good, Steve. Why are you not believing him?
I mean, the man is more in tune with his body than anybody probably ever to live. Like he knew a week before the All-Star game whether he was going to play or not. He just decided not to.
So what? He can't get sick?
It wasn't even that he was sick. He claimed like
Oh.
soreness. Like it wasn't like, oh, he had poopy pants. Like he was fucking. He's like, oh, I have tendonitis in my knee. I can't play. It's like, dude, you knew he had tendonitis in your knee. He had fucking training camp in October. Like, don't fucking pull it up now. You know?
He's also 40, Steve. You got to cut him some slack. LeBron gets some slack.
No, you don't get slack if the fans are gonna vote you into the All-Star game and then you're just gonna like healthy scratch yourself like day off.
I honestly bet he let the league know. Like I bet that was Adam Silver being like, "Don't let anyone know until right." Like I honestly bet that was the league being like, "Don't tell anyone," because you know how many people like he's such a sales poll for the All-Star game. So I bet the league was like, he probably told Adam Silver, and Adam Silver's like, "Do not say that shit until fucking the weekend started."
Absolutely.
I honestly
like
bet it was a
Silver's
league
definitely
play.
involved.
Yeah,
with all that stuff.
He's like, we got to bait him a little at least before you say that shit.
Yeah, because if LeBron's not playing, you're going to lose X amount of people who were solely watching for him, you know, whether it be Lakers fans or just straight up LeBron fans. So maybe that last minute was like you said, pulling the wool over some people's eyes. Either way, it's the All-Star game. Who cares?
Well, they gotta rub me the wrong way because like people probably also were like really excited to watch LeBron play. It could have been another player that actually wanted to play. Could have been in that spot.
No, yeah, it could have been on LeBron. Like LeBron could have been like, "No, I'm playing." You know what I mean? Like definitely, it's not cool by both. But I think the when he said it was probably because of the NBA. But yeah, LeBron could have fucking played probably. He just didn't want to.
Had somebody come out of the back like a fucking WWE entrance, like, "Oh my god, that's Anthony!
My God, it's LeBron James!"
And all of a sudden, Anthony Edwards has like a fucking jersey. We had no idea that he was going to be playing. We just got him a jersey. We didn't know LeBron wasn't going to play.
But yeah, we're not seeing Jokic. Jokic is so excited he has an excuse. My God, he usually doesn't have one, and he's like, "Oh my God, I don't have to go this year." I usually just goes and like hates it.
Russillo brought this up, and I kind of agree with the sentiment where it's like Jokic is the most like he's the fakest I don't give a shit player in the world. Like has to be, just has to be the way he
so much of a shit. It's crazy.
He's not going out there on a nightly basis like he has been for his entire career and dominating like he does if he doesn't care.
Especially like he plays such a physical way too, playing center.
He's
like
a beast.
Get kicked out of him every night, posting guys up. Like it's not like I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna chuck up threes all night long, and I'm just happen to be a really good shooter. Like he's doing everything.
Like if Lauri Markkanen last 2 years ago, whenever he made it, was like, you know, if I don't make it, it's fine. That makes sense because that's Lauri Markkanen. But Jokic, who's maybe playing as a top 10 player all time, he cares.
Yeah,
even though so.
I think he just hates this. I just don't think he likes attention like that. That's really it. Like he does care about playing well, but he just isn't like the social side of it. I think he's just a very awkward man, honestly.
He's very funny though. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's fucking with reporters.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he doesn't like the spotlight as much. He wants to like be known to be great, obviously, but I don't think he likes people telling it to his face. You know what I mean?
He just wants competition too. Like I feel like the All-Star game with not having any real competition, he doesn't give a shit. He's gonna go fuck around with Luka. And then
people are not gonna watch the All-Star game because Jokic is in it. No. They're gonna watch it to see if Anthony Edwards does like a fucking something insane, or you know, Steph Curry has a 40-point.
I mean, it's like there's certain players that are fun to watch in the All-Star game, and there's just certain ones that just aren't, even though one player might be significantly better than the other.
Like, is anybody excited to see Jaylen Brunson play in the All-Star game? I'm not.
No.
I want to watch free throws at the All-Star. I'm all set.
Like Shea, same thing. Like, Shea's the reigning MVP of the league, and it's like, okay, like, I should watch you shoot some middies when nobody's covering you because nobody gives a shit about this game. Like, at least Anthony Edwards, I'll watch him do like a windmill dunk or something like that. Or like when Rondo was in it, he'd throw some like crazy wild fucking pass that like you wouldn't see coming. Like, shit like that's fun to watch. Even though they're not like the best player, like they're all-stars obviously because they're like one of the top players, but even though they're not like top tier players, like some players are just more fun to watch. Like I love Jayson Tatum. He's not fun to watch in the All-Star game. He has the All-Star game.
He had like 55 points in a game. He was
on the record, like 60 something points. The year that it was like the first year that it was named after Kobe, and he did it, which is sick, awesome. But like I watched him shoot a bunch of like step back threes with nobody covering him till he had 60 points. It was sure, I know. It was not that I could watch him do it in an open gym. Like it's the same fucking effort level.
Who are you most excited to see in this All-Star game play? Who do you think would win the MVP out of these starting
Out of the starting ones,
out of all the starters.
Luka.
Who are you most excited to watch?
I'm most excited to watch Victor.
I was gonna say he seems
It's
like
not
he's
even close.
Yeah.
But I think that the guy who would win the MVP would be either Luka or Vic.
Or Jaylen, man.
Yeah, either JB, Vic, or Luka. Like a game with zero stakes, and you can just play unfettered offense. Like Luka Doncic should have a 60-point game.
Look, it might be Victor because there's only one world team because it's like 2 American teams and 1 world team or something like that. That's the new like setup of it.
Yeah, how the fuck does this work? If it's
I have
people
no
from the
idea
East
why
and
they
West?
named starters because like these guys are all going to be on different
True.
teams. I count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So like
5.
Jalen, Cade,
Well, I got
Tyrese.
5 and 5 from American and international, so I guess it could work. But
We're running an entire team of guards against an entire team of bigs.
it's Giannis,
Sweet.
Luka, Shea, Vic, and Jokic.
The smallest player is Shea, who's 6'5".
So like, hey, Jaylen, can you please try and guard Shea? No, it's all what the fuck. But like, I think if I had to put money on it, Victor's winning the MVP because like he's had quotes about wanting it. Like, he's like, I want to force them to play as hard as I play, and also he has Luka on his team setting him up, so that's pretty sweet. Because Luka, is not going to give a flying fuck, so he's going to stand at the 3-point line and just throw alley oops to fucking Victor for easy dunks all night.
He's like, holy shit, I have a big that's like competent. Hell yeah. Haven't had one of those since Dallas.
Even then, they were pretty one-dimensional bigs.
Well, him and Derek Lively had unreal chemistry. Like they were one of the best pick and roll duos in the league, and Derek was a rookie. Yeah, anyhow. So that's the All-Star game. Once again, who cares? LeBron, maybe. Biggest snub, Anthony, Steph over Anthony, but that's just an old-timer's, like, show your respect.
Yeah. We also
Award.
it doesn't go in the record books that someone started either. It's not like first team or second. You know what I mean? It's
No.
like no one remembers if you start.
make
So
it.
like the snub, like Ant will be on the team, so he's going to go down the record books the same. But yeah,
Like-
people are just mad about the face of it.
Yeah,
Also,
honestly,
All-Stars is, like, in the grand scheme of, like, career accolades is the bottom, maybe, of, like, of stuff that matters. Like, who cares if you much rather, like, all NBA teams are way more valuable in terms of resumes
playoff
than an All-Star.
like deep
Oh,
playoff.
I feel like NBA All Stars carries more weight than any other sport, but regardless, you're right, it's like the lowest. But I feel like no one cares about Pro Bowls or MLB because they like have so many people. They're sending so many people. Like at least NBA, it's like a short list. But yeah, it's still
Mac Jones
not,
was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Wasn't he multiple time Pro Bowler too.
No, just once.
yeah. In the MLB, you have to send someone too, so you'll have random fucking like bad relievers that have made it to the All-Star game too, like from trash teams that had nothing going for them. So it's just kind of weird.
NHL, like they had the same problem as the NBA did, where like they voted in like a fucking enforcer one year, just because the fan vote like meant so much. They voted in a guy who had like 2 goals in the last like 3 years, like he just fought people, and like they.
It's really funny. Really funny to have a guy who's like an enforcer, like fucking what's his name? The guy for the Celtics, the Bruins, Sean. What's his name?
Sean Thornton.
Thornton. Yeah, it's just Sean Thornton out there that's like skating around, being like, "You want to go?" And everybody's like, "No, dude, no, I don't.
I have a fucking helmet on for this game. What are you doing?
I don't want to go and get knocked out on the ice for an All-Star game." Very funny.
Remember, we almost had that with Zaza. You would have been just ending people's seasons out there in the All-Star game.
Just stepping under for shooters.
That was stupid.
Yeah, man.
Did you guys
Let's
see
look ahead
Draymond
for this.
Not a dirty player?
Say it again.
Did you guys see that on Draymond Green's podcast? He said that he's not a dirty player, and that nobody in the league views him as a dirty player, and that like the Euros are the real dirty players, and Pele Larson's a dirty player.
Pele Larson, dude. I forgot he was a fucking person that played in the NBA. Yeah, listen.
It's unbelievable with this fucking guy. You got suspended for kicking people in the nuts too.
Yeah, like, dude, you lost your team in NBA Finals because you kicked another player in the nuts
and like stomped on people and the same. I think he like stepped on Sabonis like on the way. Like that was one of the things he did on the way to getting that.
And by the way, it wasn't even the nut kick that got him suspended. It was the amalgamation of the technicals that he had before that got him suspended. So it's like...
It was like every series.
Chill. Also, your screens have never been legal. They're all moving picks.
That clip where he flipped Marcus Smart over his back.
Hit him with a
Yeah.
fucking hip check. We're talking about hockey, dude. You look like fucking like Bobby Orr coming down the fucking boards and hit him with a hip check. It was unbelievable.
The Warriors used to get away with crimes having Bogut, Green, and Zaza, dude. They were just fucking punching everyone in the face, getting Steph open.
That fucking elevator action where you fucking Steph runs between Zaza and fucking Bogut, and the guy's got to fight through those two to get to him to shoot to stop the three. It's like, what are you gonna do?
It's literally like the running back drill where they run through the gauntlet and people are punching at the ball.
Yeah. You got two bodyguards on the court.
Listen, I love Draymond as a player, but that's just a fucking insane thing to say.
If you're going to be one of the better defenders of all time, a lot of them are built this way of just being insane people. So, well, you just got to live with it, I guess.
Like Draymond being a dirty player doesn't even factor into my calculus of who he was as a player. It's like, yeah, sure, he did shit that was like in the gray / straight up illegal, but 80% of it was just elite shit that he did.
And he knows
Whether
he can
it
get
be
it. If you do it over and over again, you'll get away with it sometimes. He knows that, and it kind of built into his defensive repertoire. That's why they did those fucking evil screens, get people accustomed to allowing you to do it.
It's Oklahoma City. It's Oklahoma City. Like, we're gonna pressure you the entire way, picking at the ball, slapping you, make the refs call it.
Yeah,
they're not gonna call it every time.
Was it Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom? They were just like, all right, we're just gonna hit receivers all the fucking time and grab them all the time, and just if they call it, they call it. If they don't, they don't. So,
well, they also had Cam Chancellor back there who would like legitimately. It was a heat-seeking missile. He was a heat-seeking missile. Yeah. So yeah, for sure. But I think the Legion of Boom was probably the best secondary I've ever seen. Not probably, definitely.
Sherman was back there, and
Earl Thomas, I believe his
name
was
Thomas. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, a lot of them wore the fucking visors too, which was a sick look for defensive players, like that blacked out fucking visor across.
I think they had that guy Browning who the Pats got too for a while.
Oh really? He fucking killed people. I remember.
Oh well, he
decapitated somebody who was on the Pats. I was like, oh my god, I feel bad.
In the playoffs against the Chargers, the tight end, his last name was Green, I think, was going on a huge downfield streak with a cut in. Caught the ball, but he fucking decapitated the guy, and I believe it was a penalty, but he put him out of the game. Either way. Celtics look ahead. This weekend we got a back-to-back against Brooklyn in Brooklyn, and then we got Chicago in Chicago.
Bro, so we're in Brooklyn and Chicago back-to-back?
Road back-to-backs, yeah.
I wish it was reversed, but I'll take it. Should be 2-0. Could be 2-0.
Should be a 2-0, right? Like,
yeah.
Chicago is who we thought they were. Brooklyn is
who we thought they were. I
guess. Well, they beat us last time we played.
Yeah, fucking Michael Porter Jr. fucking went crazy. I'd like to see Joe change up the schemes on him.
It's pretty impossible, dude. He just shoots as soon as he catches the ball, regardless who's in front of him. So I don't think
he's
you can
6'9", so like good luck stopping him. He's firing. He's like if Duncan Robinson was just like
and more athletic.
Yeah.
And like much worse on podcasts.
Bad opinions.
That's the worst I've ever fucking heard. I hear myself talk sometimes, and I still think his opinions are worse than mine.
And then you got Brooklyn. I mean, I'm sorry, not Brooklyn. You got Portland at home on Monday, Hawks at home on Wednesday, and then the lowly Kings on next Friday.
Portland's sneaky tough team this year.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Portland.
One of the few teams to beat reigning champs.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so few anymore. They've lost quite a bit since the last time we talked about that.
No, it's like Portland, Charlotte. It's like
the weird fucking ones.
So you never have thought.
That's like the Celtics fucking playbook. Or like the years that we were winning championships and we would just like shit our pants against bad teams because we played down to them. Like,
I mean, it's like the Celtics. If you take out the Pistons series, it's like we lost a handful to the Sixers for sure, and then obviously we've lost series to Pistons. But then our losses are like Brooklyn, Indiana, Utah. It's like the worst of the worst, and everybody else we handle. It's like, whatevs. We're not going to care about it in March.
It's nice that we're hosting the Blazers because Drew's activated now, so he'll get a nice welcome.
Yep, and it's at TD Garden too. It's a home game.
Yeah, I just checked that.
That is correct.
Yeah,
so that's gonna get his return video.
Makes our
Anfernee Simons revenge game.
True.
Didn't he go off when he played against Portland, or did he have like a tough night that time?
I mean, he'd go off. He's averaging 13.5 points a game.
Well, I think he had 39 the other night. I would count that as going off.
for sure. But he hasn't gone off a lot this year. Like, I think he went off in Orlando.
Yeah, like high
And
20s.
yeah. Jaylen Brown bobblehead night against the Kings on next Friday. Honestly, we should win all these games. The
Yeah.
one that's like shaky is maybe Atlanta has a good game. And they're also pretty big, but they can't defend worth a shit.
No. And Chris Stapps is like not very available, and that's like a lot of their size.
Yeah, I don't think the Hawks are gonna be. They're not gonna be this way. I think there's another move to happen for them. I think
It's gonna be a big Mo Gay night, you think?
it's gonna have to be. I mean, he's like their best big besides
Yeah.
Okongwu
Nico
too.
Kongwu. Yeah,
he's small though.
I mean, like realistically, when you have a team of like Moge, Onika, and Jalen Johnson, they're all 6'10" above. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the need for a 7-footer is kind of nullified. Although it'd be nice, they're certainly paying a 7'4" guy a lot of money.
Or if
just can't put
Jalen
it
like
on.
defended like one too, his height is kind of wasted on defense. It feels like.
Yeah, I'm thinking clean sweep. Honestly, I got no reason to believe we're losing it. I think we should be favorites for every one of these games.
Hopefully, just one loss at worst.
Yeah. If we're coming back and we're talking about we lost the week, be interesting. Then we're going to start being like, well, what trade's going to happen? I don't imagine that to be the case. But speaking of things that have happened, I guess in the NBA and back to the Warriors, miserable season for them. Steph's playing really well. All-star starter Steph Curry, 27 points a game. Jimmy Butler tears his ACL and is done for the year against his former team, the Miami Heat, on Monday. Tough. He was like easily their second best player. The team that desperately needs a secondary scoring option, they just lost. So
If they were 12 and like 3 or something like that, or 12 and 4 in their last 16, like they were just figuring it out, and like they were gonna be a frisky team in the playoffs. Like I don't think they're really gonna scare any of the top teams, but they're gonna be frisky. And now Blake Matt, like now they're saying he's gonna be on the trading block because
we'll move his salary.
$54 million in dead cap. It's tough.
There's a lot to talk about here. There's an aspect of it where it's like Jimmy Butler's 37 years old or going to be, and he just tore his ACL. It's like he's getting paid $54 million or something. It's like, is Jimmy Butler's career like over? Like are we at that point where it's like it's really hard to come back from an ACL no matter what age, but especially hard when you're 37.
Yeah. Yeah, this version of Jimmy might be over at least.
And he was playing his most efficient scoring year ever, but they're going to miss that. Now they have Kuminga, who's just been the worst story maybe in the NBA this season, a guy who just gets no burn. And they like, what are they going to they're paying him money, so they're going to have to rely on him now because he's going to slot in, I imagine, with that Jimmy Butler spot, but I don't know.
That Dunleavy quote sucked, dude. What the hell was that?
He said, like, you can demand a trade, but if there's no demand for you, then how are we going to make the trade? Which is just leans into my point that I've been trying to make, that they're not a very well-run organization because you just decide to pay a guy $20-something million to play for you, and then you just tanked his whole fucking anything that you're going to get for him with one press conference after losing your second best player like the night before. Like that's
I mean,
and also like you traded for a 36-year-old Jimmy Butler. Like you don't trade for him thinking he's going to get a tear his ACL, but you know it's a possibility of an injury, and this is how you're going to spend the last years of Steph's career. Like that's brutal.
But also, what else were they going to give him? Paul George? Like who else was available? I'd much rather Jimmy Butler than probably whoever was available at that time. A proven playoff winner, like that's not nobody. That's somebody that's like.
I love Jimmy Butler. He's a great player, but you traded for him and you gave him an extension at $50-something million a year at 36 years old. Like that's tough.
But was there ever going to be anything about his game that age port? Like he didn't show any signs of stopping, even though he was 35 when they paid him.
36-year-old like is prone to injuries. I'm not saying you're banking on like a season-ending, maybe career-ending injury, but you know he's going to be dinged up. He's going to miss time, and you also have 37-year-old Steph on your team. Draymond Green's going to be like one of your best defenders, and he's not a spring chicken. Like
I mean,
and you know Steve Kerr doesn't play young guys anyways. Like none of those guys ever really develop in that system because like he doesn't play them.
Well, I don't think Kuminga's giving them anything to.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Kuminga. Kuminga's a different thing. Kuminga's like fuck you. I'm not doing what you want him to do, like he did for the.
So how is it malfeasance on their end as an organization?
Because like all the rest,
They gave a young guy a shot and he sucks. Like he just straight up sucks.
No, that's Kuminga's fault because I don't think he's as bad as he's playing. I think he's just like miserable and saying "fuck you." Like I'm not putting in the work for you. But like all like the rest of the guys, like Quentin Post hasn't like turned into much. Like Pajemski, like every other game, like he's off. Like the young guys don't get any burn on that team. Like he's like they still run the old guys out there. It's tough if you're not gonna develop young talent. Then you're gonna tank the trade value of the young talent that you're trying to get rid of that you just signed for some reason. Like it's not well run.
Something that definitely helps your case, but I don't even know. Like we all thought Wiseman was something, but that pick really fucked them. Because imagine if they hit that draft, they'd be scary. Like going forward, like they almost had the perfect situation, having that off year, getting the number 2 pick, and then you kind of just pick one of the only guys in the draft that is nothing now.
Huge swing and a miss, but he was the consensus number 1 in that draft.
That draft that were good because that's what they needed. Because like everybody says they could have got LaMelo in that draft, but like if they drafted LaMelo, he never would have gotten any playing time on that team. Like the Jordan Poole was there, and Steph was there, and Clay was there. Like he wasn't gonna get off the bench and be like LaMelo.
It's the 2020 draft. Anthony Edwards was taken at first overall. Then what?
Him.
Then right, and then Wiseman, then LaMelo, then Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro.
$90 million deal, by the way, which is might be one of the worst contracts I've ever heard.
Onyeka Okongwu at 6, Killian Hayes, Obi Toppin, Denny Avdia at 9, which is proving to be the steal of the draft. Jalen Smith, Devin Vassell, Tyrese at 12, Tyrese Halliburton, Sacramento,
and Maxey at 21.
Kira Lewis.
Like those are also 2 guys that wouldn't have gotten any burn there, even if they got drafted there. Like they wouldn't have been.
Well, right. They didn't need a guard.
That's what I
needed a big man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, because like those are great picks in that draft, but like what the Warriors were looking for was a big man in that draft, and maybe they just picked maybe we get up with Onyeka Okongwu, who's like a good player, but like he's not like. I guess he's better than James Wiseman.
Denny Avdia would have been the pick.
Yeah. They could have flipped a good guard too, you know, but just making any good pick would have been better. That's for sure. But this draft too, to give them a little credit, and also all credit because we didn't get to see Wiseman play at all. This was like the 2020 draft, so I remember we didn't have.
It's a COVID draft.
Yeah, we didn't have any tape on anyone, so this was like probably the weirdest draft ever. Like we didn't.
Surprisingly, though, we smoked both our picks. We got Aaron Nesmith at 14, who's a legitimate role player, and then we got Pritchard at 26.
Yeah, Pritchard was kind of safe because he played a few years in college, but that was a risky year for the one and dones, that's for sure. Because you literally saw like a month of them.
Jaden McDaniels. The Lakers drafted Jaden McDaniels. That's crazy.
Could have used a guy like that on that team, huh?
Yeah, they definitely could have used a guy, but hell of a
they got like the worst version of in Vanderbilt, basically.
Ooh, our guy X-Man was in that draft.
Nice. Grizzlies.
Who was he drafted by?
Grizzlies? No.
Wrong.
Kings?
No. Yes, actually. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's crazy.
What, he play like 2 years there and get traded to the Grizzlies or something? Or you get traded on draft night?
Must have been draft night.
He never played for the Kings. It must have been a
draft
swapped.
Yeah.
Like Luka and Trey.
All the Kings picks this year might have been swaps.
They're weird, man. They don't fucking do anything right.
I mean, they drafted Halliburton. Jesus, imagine the sliding doors of that. That sucks.
They had Cato on the Kings too for a while too, and they just let him go. Like they didn't trade him. They didn't like put him in the G League. They just cut him, and then we just.
That sucks. That blows. Actually, sneaky. A lot of guys this is a great like middle class draft. There's like a lot of middle class caliber players. Obviously, there's one real superstar, 2 if you're counting Maxey.
Both
three. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
both. Yeah.
George and LaMelo too.
Yeah.
LaMelo's not a star in the league. I'm sorry. Hate to break it to you. Could have been.
Could be.
I don't know. Jacob, what was the stat you brought up earlier?
What, earlier today?
Yeah, the Hornets are net 0.
Yeah, they're like net 0.
He's not even starting for them.
Yeah.
He's scoring 2 points off the bench.
I don't know why. Why is he coming off the bench? Is that an injury thing?
That's just them experimenting.
Yeah.
There's no way you're experimenting with a $30-something million player off the bench.
Well, I mean, I think it's just straight up he's being outplayed by Knuppel.
Knupple's elite.
Yeah, great middle class in this draft. Beef stew.
Love beef stew.
And
Drafted by Portland.
by the Hornets' way, when they're winning, they're fucking winning. They're beating the Magic by 21 at half.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look, LaMelo this year is 19.5, 5, and 7.5 assists. So
That's not a star in the league. That's a really good play.
that's just this year, but like last year he was 20.
How many games?
Last year he played 47 games stuff. That's what's holding him from being a star. But last year, 25, 5, and 7.5.
That's really good. But he only played 47 games.
That's the problem.
And a team that's losing, by the way. So it's like he's not doing the winning shit.
To be fair, we did talk earlier that the Charlotte Hornets' third all-time leading scorer is Miles Bridges. So it's not like this is a well-built team.
He's playing with Miles Bridges.
It's not a team built to win.
Khan's going to have that 3-point record by next year.
Khan's changing the culture.
Like, his rookie year numbers are like better than they're like on par with Steph's, which is like,
yeah.
I think he's probably pretty handily going to win. Although Flag's playing unreal as well. It's actually pretty good. Heated like rookie of the year race between those two.
Yeah, Dylan Harper too. I mean, he kind of fell out of it, but like he could have a
and then you get Edgecombe
player, VJ Edgecombe. Like we saw him opening night drop 30 on us.
Yeah.
But I really think it's a 2-horse race though right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Check the odds.
It's one of the better rookie classes in general we've had in a bit. A lot of solid role players.
Really good player and really solid players like in their rookie years, which is like doesn't usually happen.
I mean, the steal of the draft, Ugo.
Yep.
Straight up.
Number 3 and plus minus on our team at 189.
How good is it to be us?
How
lucky are we?
Paige was asked, we're going to make the playoffs. I was like, yeah, we're the 2 seed. She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, we're beating the fucking brakes off everybody. In a gap.
Hell yeah.
In a gap year with Tatum coming back.
Oh, yeah, Derek Queen,
everybody
too.
thought we were going to suck.
Derek Queen. Pretty elite.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kings even got a guy, the French guy there, Maxime Reynaud or whatever. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Like, that definitely makes the Sabonis trade a lot more palatable when you have another big guy like that. Flag, actually, he's pretty handily ahead. He's minus 699 to win it. Then you got Knuppel at plus 550. Then you got VJ, Derek Queen, Cedric Howard. That's another guy we just talked about. Igor Demine.
Igor's
Maxime Reynaud.
Igor's pretty good. Igor is so weird. Like, following what's happened, like his career so far, like obviously not much, but like what he was profiled as and now what he is like a high volume shooter is so wild.
An elite shooter.
Yeah. He like transformed his game completely. And really smart of him too, because like we've said, they have a million ball handlers. But yeah, no, like
who'd have thought BYU would be like an elite basketball school?
The Mormons got money, man.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, true. True that. Yeah. So circling back, it's really sad, sort of because one, it's sad because we're deprived of Jimmy Butler, who's was box office at some point.
Oh yeah, one of the bigger one-man armies ever. Like his one-man army playoff runs will not be forgotten.
I think he's
definitely a guy that can flip a game on his head.
He's the only player in history to have a 40-point triple-double in the finals, I think, too.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was in the bubble finals against LeBron and Lakers.
Fascinating.
Yeah. He's a fucking killer. Like I always loved Jimmy Butler. I love the way he plays. I mean,
I hope it's not the end, obviously, but that's coming from a guy who he's killed more often than he hasn't. So it's kind of sad. I hope it's not the end, but 37 torn ACL. It's like it's an uphill battle for sure. But one thing that's more sad to me is that this is probably the end of Steph Curry playing relevant basketball.
That sucks. With LaMelo goes back home to Charlotte. That's the only place I can ever see him not going. Like leaving Golden State for would be Charlotte.
Well, because it's the hometown shit, right?
Yeah.
But like,
and his dad is
probably
retired there and shit. Like,
I mean, his brother's with him on this team he's on. It's like, it's just probably over for him, which sucks because he's still performing at an elite level, and it's just sort of a sad end. So it's always sad when and Kerr alluded to it. They're a dying dynasty.
Yeah,
like that's what they are. They're in the yen days of their dynasty, and you're gonna miss. And Russillo kind of got me choked up. He's like, you're gonna miss them when they're gone. And it's like, yeah.
Same shit we've been going through, like, as basketball fans for the last, like, 10 years. Like, seeing the guys that we grew up with watching, like, retire, like KG retiring, Paul Pierce bounced
Rondo.
18 different teams, Rondo retiring, Kobe.
Pierce on the Wizards, it's like.
Yeah, like, we're seeing it again. And do you guys know about the art exhibit that, like, cleans itself?
Yeah, the robot.
And it continues to clean, but then the mess just keeps going, and it never
It's
stops.
leaking its own fluid, and it can't get it all, so it eventually will run out, but it's trying.
That's what Steph Curry is doing on the Warriors for the last couple of years. It's like he's doing everything he can to carry this fucking team, and, like, it's just never gonna fucking work.
That 22 ring is that is like the resume. That should have been, it shouldn't have been, because you've obviously won an Olympic gold medal and played very well. But like that was like the final sentence on the resume right there.
That was the stamp, like, all-timer.
Yeah.
It hurt us bad.
Like, it was really fun to root for him in the Olympics, though. Like,
It was,
of course.
It was so sick to be on the good side of those threes.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like watching, like, I do root for that guy, like, no matter what. He is still great to watch, but it's just his team they made a lot of mistakes, Steve. I don't think they're nearly as malfeasant as you allude them to. Especially considering they've been drafting later, besides that one Wiseman pick in the draft. It's just really hard to hit. And they missed on a lot, if not all, of their picks.
What did you bring up with the Celtics? We got Hugo, we got Richard, we got Jordan Walsh, who's like a second-round pick. Kata, we picked up off of fucking waivers because he got cut.
I mean, can you count Nesmith as a hit? Like, he's not even on the team. Hasn't been for 4 years.
I didn't count Nesmith. I didn't even say him. And also, he was he was a 14th overall pick. Like, they weren't going to pick top 14. Like, that team was always too good. But I'm saying, like, if you're a well-run organization, you can find those hits later in the draft.
It gets a lot harder to do it, though. Even, I don't know.
It's harder, but you can do it. And they've had ample opportunity over the years to try and help build around that team.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have punted on Poole. That was the person they kind of did their best with.
Like, he fits so well on that team, and that would have been like a release valve for Steph to not be having to carry everything every night. Because, like, all the nights that, like, when Poole was on that team, on nights that he started, he averaged over 20 points a game.
Yeah, I think they successfully built him up, and he was so good he made an impact in those finals. That was pretty huge. And then I think they just, like, preyed on being able to do that again. And they're like, he's not doing well chemistry wise. He obviously can do, like, you know what I mean? Like, they thought they could maybe do with Moody or Pods, but it's just they shouldn't have punted on something good while they had it.
Yeah, I want to agree with you, but it's like,
but if you look at his numbers now, like, he does not fit, like, by himself. Like, he's like,
the Pelicans are actively avoiding, like, having him run their offense. Like, they don't want him to touch the ball. He's averaging 14.5 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, and he's not even shooting the ball well. Like,
that is a very self-destructive team, though, to be fair, too. The Pelicans don't like winning for some reason.
But you have other guys who are, like Derek Queen, who'd have thunk that he'd be as good as he was. Like, he was a laughingstock of a pick for going into the season. Now it's like, well, shit, they actually really struck gold with him. And it's like, I don't know. And then you got people like Trey. It's not a bad team on paper.
It never is. That's why it's like the weirdest team ever. They're always like kind of like they're a team that'd be fun to play with in 2K every year, but then they're like the worst team in the league.
You can build a great team on paper, but they can still suck. Like, look at the Cavs.
The Cavs don't suck. They're 25-20. They're just not 68 winning team.
25 and
chill out.
They're 25-20 with that team.
You need to chill, dude. We're talking about the New Orleans Pelicans here.
I'm just telling you, like, if you can build a great team on paper, they can still suck.
And your reference point was the Cavs, not even like the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers aren't on a run. I think Clippers probably have almost as good of a record as the Cavs.
In a head-to-head series, who's winning, Clippers or Cavs?
Clippers.
How many games?
The Cavs. I'll take the Clippers in like 6.
Jacob?
I don't know, dude. That's an impossible question. Taking the Cavs and
well, right, you got career playoff underperformers, but like very clearly a better team in my opinion. And then you got the Clippers, who have like maybe one of the best all-time risers.
Like, that's my question: are the Clippers fully healthy?
Well, I mean, that's not the Cavs haven't necessarily been that healthy this year.
If Kawhi's not playing, then I might take the Cavs but if Kawhi's playing, I gotta take the Clippers. Also,
got Jimbo too. We know how Jimbo operates in the playoffs. He'll have one.
Yeah, James Harden, real good playoff riser.
He'll have 140. He is for 2 games of a series. He's all time.
Every other game. Every other game he's really good. It just depends on which games you're going to get. You hope it's the odd.
Then in a game 7, he has like 7 points, and he is miserable.
That's what I'm saying. You got to hope it's the odd number games. He's really good in the even number games that series.
You got to wrap it
Well,
up
you
fast.
figured true. I kind of have a hard time being like, oh, well, they should have kept Poole was the big swing and a miss. Like, and it's definitely a miss, like for sure. Everything you said, I think he could have provided. He's part of their championship winning team, a very big part of it. And it was they sort of maybe did fumble that, but it's death by a million paper cuts with the Warriors. It's like the constant missing on the draft, the Draymond extension, the letting Clay kind of just go for nothing.
And this is all organizational things that they're failing at. That's what I've been talking about for the last
But they also got Jimmy Butler. Like they try to re-up, and they didn't get nobody. Like
they didn't get nobody, but I mean, I don't know.
They're trying to patch over the whole leaking, and they're trying to patch. The dynasty is ending, right? So holes are naturally starting to pop up. Players are not as good as they used to be. Yada yada, injuries, whatever. So they're trying to patch them, and definitely some malfeasance goes into it for sure. And those holes get, and it's just trying to paste over, but the leak is too big. It's over. It's over.
I think the beginning of the end was like, hey, Draymond, like, sucker punch the fucking guy on your team. And then you were just like, hey, that
was the next season, right? Yeah.
That guy's face got in the way of Draymond's hand. We got to get rid of him.
You don't think some New Orleans Pelicans players want to punch Jordan Poole in his face or be like, why do you suck, dude?
They want to, but do they?
No. Zion can't be punching anybody in the face.
Zion might,
because it's like,
well, I don't know what the anime is that everybody like watches, where that fucking one guy just beating the brakes off the other guy and smashing his face in, but like that would be what Zion would do to people.
Well, he should be the one getting punched. Like, dude, stop eating. Stop eating and stop banging like girls who are just very clearly mentally ill.
Hey, we all have our addictions.
Listen, it's hard. I struggle. I struggle with at least one of those.
Crutches.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It sucks. It's the end of a dynasty. It's never going to be
something
good.
I prayed for in a way during their heyday. No, not really, like obviously, but they were like the enemy of the league for a bit, and then it was like the Heatles too. I was like, damn, they're gone. Like, yeah, because you love to hate them. In a nice way. Like, obviously, none of us are toxic. Our hate is very surface level and just about our team, if anything. But like,
no, I don't want anything bad to happen. Like,
No.
I don't want anything. I just don't want them to be as dominant as they were.
Yeah, it's a competition.
And if their dynasty were to end, I really hoped it was in the year 2021 when people won the finals, but it didn't happen that way. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to be like, that's the malfeasance. Listen, whatever moves they did after their initial run, the KD run, not the initial, but the KD run, they patched those holes over quick and snuck a championship out. So it's like, it giveth and it taketh away.
I will say, I think the one thing I won't miss is Steve Kerr. He's just kind of...
He's not going anywhere.
He could be. Like, I think in the next 10 years he's gone, but just being as relevant as he was, he's kind of just an annoying quote guy. When he's not as relevant, that'll be nice.
Right wing Jacob.
I'm not.
That he's a lib.
No,
hates that Steve Kerr's like a vocal lib.
He's a silicon lib.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
It's fake lib.
He reminds me, and we didn't talk about it, but he's very much like JJ Redick gives me his vibes. And it's not just because they're both white guys who played and could shoot the ball. But
it doesn't
certainly it doesn't hurt. Yeah, that comparison. Just kind of like, dude, like, you're a hardo.
Yeah.
Like,
just chill out for a sec.
Speaking of the Heatles, one thing that I just thought of that, I don't know, I never crossed my mind, but Chris Bosh uprooting everything to go to the Heat, to go play with them. But then in the end, being the only one left there playing. It's kind of funny. LeBron left, and then Dwayne Wade left and went with him to Cleveland, and then Chris Bosh was just on the Heat. Just like, where the fuck did everybody go?
Bosh kind of got porked, dude. Like, his career was cut real quick, and that's probably why the Heatles ended that quickly.
It sucked. That was because he honestly was the unsung hero of a lot of those years, and then he was
the biggest rebound of all time.
Yeah, for real. And he had a very serious block in those. I forget exactly what happened, but and then the way he went out was so sad because he's a very nice guy too. Whenever I see him, any quotes of him, he's like an amazing dude. It seems like
he's like for sure would have been a Hall of Famer.
Oh, I think so. Because he would
He
have
might
might
had
even-
good totals.
I was gonna say he's still be like I think he played like 10 seasons, so he didn't play that much.
His Raptors seasons though were so fucking good.
Yeah, I
He's
wonder
an
what his
MVP
totals are.
candidate.
No, people forget about Raptors Bosh.
The Knicks, we talked about them a bit. They're in trouble. I don't know.
It's
It's just kind of like, what do you do when your best player is 6'1", complete defensive
We're
liability?
idiots. We're dumb. We are
You want
very.
to elaborate
Chris Bosh is already in the Hall of Fame.
already? Well, no, it's not that crazy. How many years did he play?
I'll pull it up right now. Which is funny. We're like, hey, he could be a Hall of Famer. Like, no, he is.
It was because the
13
years
NBA
All-Star.
All-Star. It was those All-Star
The NBA Hall of
shooting
Fame is such a
challenges.
joke, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like, I don't
basketball.
remember Chris.
They take in his like USA basketball championships.
I was gonna say, did he have like a particularly good college run? What school did he even go to?
I have no idea. He could have been high school.
Feels like a Marquette guy. I don't know why.
Because Dwayne Wade.
Jimmy Butler went to Marquette too. He's a career 19.
19 and 8.
Yeah.
Probably. Just
He
guessed
went to
8.
Georgia Tech.
Gotcha.
19,
So not a basketball
actually, 19 and
powerhouse.
6. No, sorry. 19 and 7.
19, 8.
8.5.
No, he's 19, 8.5, and 2
Sorry.
on
I'm
50%
getting
from the field.
I got the 2 down the bottom. Get me all fucked up over here. The Toronto.
11-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champs, All-NBA, no 607. Only one All-NBA.
That's crazy because he was a
That's shocking.
monster for the Raptors.
It makes sense he got it then, though. Once he went to the Heat, that was over.
How do you know? Oh, no, the 06 one had to be 06, 07. It says he played for the Raptors from 04 to 06. So he got the All-NBA when he was in the Heat, on the Heat.
Oh, really?
How does that work? Wasn't he like a MVP candidate? He didn't finish on the All-NBA list?
No, it's got to be the last year in 06, 07 in Toronto, right?
I don't know.
He was 22 and a half, 10 and a half, and block and a half. 2.5.
Chris Bosh's nicknames, CB4, nobody's ever called him that.
I've heard
The
that.
Bostrich, nobody's called him that.
It does look like an option.
Boschosaurus,
Oh, the last one's the best one.
the King of Dragons. It's because he looks like a lizard? Is this what I'm getting?
I don't
Should have
know.
stayed on the Raptors, man. He looked like a Raptor.
When he had the fucking the short hair,
Yeah.
not the dreads, but the fucking
The short twists.
yeah, he was a fucking monster. We used to wear the purple jerseys too back when he played.
Oh, yeah. Who do you think's getting moved at the deadline?
I came up with some Michael Porter Jr. trade.
Who's he going to? I mean, the Warriors. Could he go to the Warriors?
I tried
that
to
be
get
a
the
saving
Warriors to
grace?
work. I can't. I don't remember if I got the Warriors to work though, because like the money has to be just right.
Well, can they use Jimmy Butler's contract? That would solve it.
What else would they give him? Like a picks and a young guy?
Yeah, okay, I can make the Warriors work, but it's just kind of weird. It's
What young guy
Kuminga.
they have?
You got Kuminga, Heald, Horford, and Will Richard to make the money work. Then a first rounder and a second rounder.
Trading 4 people to get 1 back? That doesn't make a lot
That's
of
where
sense.
it's like it's hard to make it work.
Why can't they trade Butler?
I don't think Butler works. I think Butler makes too much because it's like a $20 million difference or something like that.
Yeah, they'd have to
Also,
add
who
Nets
do the-
players.
I'll try
Who
it
do
right
the
now.
Nets have?
Gonna try it right now. Would you stop yelling at me, please?
You didn't do your pre-show work, dude. You didn't do your homework.
I did a bunch of these trades, all right?
You're not prepared. I'm prepared for class, dude.
Are you?
You know, in law school, if you're unprepared for class, they'll like straight up embarrass you or kick you out.
That's fun.
Yeah. To be fair, like in law school, like you're also like getting ready to like defend people in court. So
Yeah, or I think that's
what's gonna
primarily
happen to
it.
you.
Yeah. It's like
They
if you're
better
showing
do
up
that in med
unprepared to
school,
class,
too.
what are you doing?
med
Yeah.
school, they better like start cutting you with a scalpel if you start fucking up. Like,
If they catch
all
you
right, so
chat
going from
GBT.
the Nets to the Warriors. That's who we're trying to trade him to. Let's go Jimmy Butler. Michael Porter.
There's just no way it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are the Nets paying
It
besides
fails.
MPJ? Nick Claxton?
It
Cam
fails.
Thomas?
Team is hard capped at the
Not much for
second
Cam.
apron.
Which team's hard capped? Like,
I'd
how are the Nets a
That'd be the
second
Warriors.
apron team? Like, how is that possible? Who are they paying?
It's gotta be.
9. They have like legitimately 9 rookies from this year's draft. It's like,
Let me try to add some money to the going to the Nets, I guess.
who else would you like to see MPJ go to, Jacob? While Steve does this work, who could he make an immediate impact upon?
like the Bucks.
Who would be looking for him? The Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, they need shooting. They obviously need ball handling a lot too, but they obviously need shooting there. Maybe that's
If
the
you're
way
the
they
Bucks, is that like? Do you do that? Do you be like
make Kuzma?
he was on it expiring, I believe.
I mean, like the Wolves, they could use some
They
shooting.
have Julius Randle at home.
Oh, I just mean like shooting wise. I'm just thinking of teams that could use some shooting that are might be looking to make moves.
What about? And here's a crazy idea. What about the Thunder?
I mean, they could fucking spare some picks.
Especially because J Dub's been sort of in and out. He's out now again with a hammy. Spare some picks. Get rid of Lou Dort and
I don't even know if they have to, bro.
whatever picks and add MPJ. Like, imagine that'd be crazy.
Okay, you can get Michael Porter Jr. on the Warriors for Jimmy Butler, but you have to give up Haywood Highsmith as well.
Wow, shit.
And
Deal breaker.
what do you get? What would you want from the Warriors for picks?
Give me your next 3 first-round picks.
3 first for that? I don't hate
Probably
that.
for the end of that will be like Steph Curry's the rest of his career.
I don't hate that to get them going.
I mean, he fits exactly what they need.
I have a better trade.
Shoot.
Getting him to the Magic. Michael Porter Jr. for Jalen Suggs, Tristan DeSilva, and 2 first-round picks.
So how does that work with Franz and Paolo?
Well,
Just
one of
add
them's
another
fucking hurt.
6'10" guy. This one can shoot though.
Yeah, one of them's always hurt, so.
That's
Actually, you know what? That's actually genius, Steve. That's brilliant.
You swap
And
one in.
if you decide you want to get off of one of them after this year, for whatever reason, because you're tired of them being hurt, like now you have a guy who can fill in that spot.
I'm also not opposed to having Paolo be like a sort of pseudo big.
I mean, you got 3 pseudo bigs. You're basically just going to run like a jumbo big lineup with a couple of guards.
I am super jumbo with Anthony Black in there.
And they're all switchable too. Like none of them are like scrubs on defense, really.
Wow.
What about him
And
for
then
the
you have Desmond
Pistons?
Bane.
What about Pistons for MPJ?
I didn't find anything for the Pistons. I got
He would fit them. He'd be a good fit for those guys too.
he
Yeah.
would, but I feel like you just hear so much about like they're so focused on defense that like one guy being in there that's like off like that would kind of like fuck up their shit. But like I don't. It's like also like he's a 6'10", like
They're still like going to be good at defense.
yeah, like you're still gonna be all right out there.
Trade Duncan for him. You're not losing
Trade,
much
like-
defense.
Like trade Ron Holland and whoever the fuck else, and like
Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson makes a lot, I think, or he did.
I don't think I'd get rid of I think Robinson has to stay.
Yeah,
Especially when you need shooting, you don't give up your best shooter.
Yeah. I mean,
Not-
technically, you're getting more like a versatile shooter, but yeah, you'd want both.
Yeah. Although Duncan is a complete defensive liability, so maybe you could talk yourself into it.
we want to get him to the Detroit Pistons. Pistons basketball. Actually, Duncan Robinson's making 16.8. Well, the guy you would trade would be Tobias Harris, I feel like.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not going to trade him. He's like the heart and soul of the team.
The
from all
elder
accounts.
statesman.
Yeah.
Unless you want to trade like 3 guys, like it's the only way to do it. I mean, I can
Yeah, you should get
go
rid of
like
some of that defensive.
Harris LeVert, but
Yep. See ya.
Jaden Ivey
All right. See ya. We
Yeah,
hardly
he's-
knew you.
and Ron Holland
Great defender, but can't shoot. No need for you.
trade for
I already have SR Thompson. I don't need another guy who's not as good. That would be like kind of. I think that would be what people would ask for. Is like,
it works.
can we get SR? And I think that would be like a key sticking point in the negotiations. Because if I'm Detroit, I'd be like, no, I want him.
But if I'm the Nets, I probably want picks too.
Fine. But your picks aren't gonna be good anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's fair.
I came
So
up
you
with
just
one.
package that
Came up with one.
for MPJ.
Yeah, Paul George. 2
Done deal. Send it in.
firsts and 2 seconds. You don't even have to add any other players in there.
Nets
Would
could
you do it?
definitely talk themselves
Sure.
into that. Yeah, Nets could talk themselves into that. Paul George in 2 firsts, 2 seconds.
Yeah, you know what the Nets need? Another slew of 10 point guards.
Well, they
It's
could just
also
might as well
they
get
could
him.
draft well.
It's also very funny because you go on the trade machine and it's like you go to like the pick section and like the Nets have fucking 30 and you're looking at other teams that have like 10.
Well, yeah, I mean they got rid of Kyrie and KD. Like the Suns paid mortgage their entire future, and Luckily, they're getting bailed out by this year's team.
Like, why aren't the Nets giving up like 15 first-round picks for fucking Giannis right now? Like, who says no? You're probably not allowed
Probably
to.
Giannis. Giannis is probably like, don't fucking do that to me. Don't do me, dude. Don't do me like that.
But you better fucking play good next fucking game. We're going to trade you to the fucking Kings for Domantas Sabonis.
Lineup of Ryan Rollins, Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, and Domantas Sabonis. Whoo boy.
Worst watch. That'd be the worst watch ever.
I also had him going to the Suns too, because the Suns have been like sneaky, like good this year.
Trade Jalen Green?
No, keep Jaylen Green. You want to?
Nah, yeah, I think you'd want him.
Get rid of Grayson Allen, because like
See ya.
same player, just worse. Royce O'Neal.
Actually, I like Royce O'Neal. I like him a lot. I don't think you get rid of him.
And you got to give up something to get something though. Mark Williams, if he can pass a physical, and 2 firsts.
That's a huge dubious if.
I mean, if
Kind
not,
of like a big issue with
We've
him.
been
they have
through
other
that.
guys that make $6 million, so you can like make it work, like in that area, and then like 2 firsts for him.
Counterpoint, I think Dillon Brooks would fist fight Michael Porter Jr. within the first week.
That would be so.
I think Dillon Brooks would have very thin patience with MPJ.
That would be so funny.
I low-key think you moved. I mean, unless you just Jalen Green's only played 3 games this year, and Grayson Allen's been pretty good.
But
honestly, Colin Gillespie, I guess, makes him a lot more expendable.
Yeah, I mean, Grayson's averaging 16, 4, and 3. Jalen's averaging worse numbers, but he's only played 3 games. So Jalen's kind of expensive. So that's kind of why I thought it too. But Grayson's low-key.
Like, isn't his numbers all fucked up because he had like 40 in like the first game, and then he played like 5 minutes and had like 3 points the second game or something?
Yeah, he's a player I just still have no idea about how much I'd want to hitch a wagon to. I don't have a good idea about Jalen Green yet.
I think he's just like a Cam Thomas type guy.
Yeah.
He's just going to flamethrow. He's liable to get you 30 on any given night, but he's going to be shooting a lot.
He's only played 3 games this year, so like Jacob was saying.
Jacob just said that.
I'm trying to find his each game. Usually
Allen definitely fits their vibe more too. I feel like Green's not much of a gritty guy. Allen might have his body limitations, but he's definitely a gritty bastard. That's for sure. Dirty guy at times too. I bet Grayson and Dillon Brooks get along.
I just don't think Michael Porter Jr. is a good culture fit for the Suns.
No,
but neither would Jalen Green would be either. But whatever. He's young enough. Maybe they can get him to buy in.
Yeah, one game Jalen Green played, he had 29, 3 and 3, and then the next game he only played 7 minutes and had 2 points.
What's he out with?
I have no idea. That also might change why you would trade him or not trade him.
He's like 24 years old. He's like,
His last game log was yesterday. He played yesterday for the first time coming back.
Hamstring.
Yeah, that was
damn hammy.
Definitely got to be careful with the fucking hammies.
And no, especially because the NBA is just like now being super cautious with these stress-related injuries. The teams are. Yeah. Any other trades? MPJ he's probably going to be the guy that gets moved, the biggest guy that gets moved, unless Ja or whatever, if something crazy happens. It's a bonus.
Yeah, I guess he could get moved. I have no idea.
I don't know what to do. So like he's good, but like it's hard to build around him. Like he's like really good, but like he's not great. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think he'd be pretty good on the Cavs. He'd just be a better Jared Allen. I don't know what you'd do to give up to get him.
I've been seeing Kobe White talks too, probably because the Bulls like Giddey. So I mean, like Kobe White is kind of a sneaky good guard for a team like the Rockets or the Wolves. That could be like MPJ could be the biggest name move, but like for actual contender making a move, that could actually
impact you.
Yeah, Kobe White's pretty good.
That would be good. Ayo Dosunmu too is also having a great year.
Yeah, they're just like take one of the guards. We don't care.
One of our 25-year-old guards who's like scoring 20 points a game, just take one.
Yeah,
that's the Bulls for you.
Yeah, just like the Kings, they operate the same, man. The Kings are like, we have all these good guards, we only need one. It's like, no, you could have 3, dude. What are you doing?
So we're trying to get Kobe White to the, what do we say, the Rockets?
Rockets or Wolves could really use him, I'd say.
I feel like the Rockets are more buyer because you're trying to work on Kevin Durant's timeline.
The Timberwolves absolutely have to buy.
They do.
They don't have a point guard.
I think the Rockets all they have is fucking Reed Shepherd, and apparently fucking Ime Udoka decided he doesn't want to play him. So,
well, Reed's been pretty good.
I agree with you, but like he just hasn't played him. I don't know why he hasn't played him.
You also have Amen.
Yeah.
Like who do the Wolves? have Bones Highland at guard? Like,
Ant
is
and
that who it
Dante
is?
and shit. Yeah, Bones, I guess, has been doing
Dante.
well somehow, but I don't know if I feel like he's kind of a streaky player. Like that could definitely go down a bit. But Bones has been sneaky good for them recently, I hear.
Ooh.
That's a good pick. That's 2 good picks.
Any big games sticking out to you the rest of this week while Steve does this? Houston versus Detroit on Friday would be huge. Huge.
Yep.
Denver versus Milwaukee, not really that big. Knicks versus Sixers.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too, yeah. That's a good
Cleveland versus the Magic to see like which one of these mid-Eastern teams wants to like actually try and compete here.
I'm calling it the Raptors beat the Thunder on Sunday.
Lakers versus Mavericks on Saturday. Interesting to see. Hopefully Luka plays.
Yeah, Cavs Magic's
They've already played once this year, right? The Mavs and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. Did Luka
Kobe
play?
White.
It's always hard. It's just hard to get a read. I don't know who's in, who's out on the Lakers lineup on any given time. I just don't.
They got Kobe White to the Rockets. You give up Clint Capella, Tari Eason, Jayson Tatum, and 2 first-round picks.
You have to give up Eason?
I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it's not really anything. You got to give up something to get him. You know what I mean?
Why can't I just like sub in another pick? Just take my picks.
The money doesn't. The money I can see if I can find the money to make it work. Tari Eason's at 5 points.
What about Fred VanVleet's contract? You can't just sub that in.
He makes too much, probably, right?
He makes way too much. He makes more than twice as. He makes twice as much as Kobe White does.
But I don't think the Bulls are strapped for cash.
I don't know, man. Are they? Who knows? They do pay Vucevic a lot.
They do pay Vucevic a lot. I can't argue with that point.
They always have.
It's gonna be a pretty like wet fart of a deadline. Although I do think there's like some sort of. There's definitely going to be impactful moves made. It's kind of hard to get a read, especially now living in the second apron era where it's like a lot of these teams are going to be real hesitant to do anything.
No, that money doesn't work.
Our team in particular, I'm thinking, is like Celtics would be a prime team to like make an addition, but I just don't think it's.
Thankfully, we got one coming anyway.
Yeah.
No, I mean, nobody else makes the right money for that to work unless you wanted to give up like Reed Shepherd or you'd have to give up like Aaron Holiday, Josh Okogie, and Jeff Green to make the money work, and then you're giving up like 5 guys for Kobe White, and 3 of them are fucking ball handlers. Oh, it's like, hey, we don't have any ball handlers. Let's give up 3 of them for 1. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. I mean, you're only getting up Tari Eason. I mean, Tari Eason's really good, but like, you still have.
He's the best shooter in the league.
DFS is still there. Jabari Smith Jr. is still there. Amen Thompson is going to be there hopefully till he retires. You make it work. I don't know why JD Davison's not getting fucking burned over there. They have no fucking ball handlers. Let JD fucking play.
No idea, pal. That's teammate for you. Anything else in the NBA?
Pretty solid. We just got to wait for these trades to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. Everybody's kind of standing pat until somebody makes the first move. Anyhow, we got movies to talk about. And Steve, you picked District 9 as continuing our theme of Alien/Wembenyama month. District 9 is a science fiction film directed by Neil Blomkamp and produced by Peter Jackson of King Kong fame. It is widely recognized for its unique found footage documentary style and its pointed social commentary about South African history. Basic premise, a spaceship lands over Joburg, and the humans go up and investigate it. They find there's aliens on it, and these aliens basically move into a slum under the alien spaceship called District 9. They're treated as second-class citizens, and at the current events of the film, you have a group called the MNU, this paramilitary multinational organization that's trying to move these aliens out of District 9, basically to a concentration camp called District whatever, off the premise, and get them out of Joburg. Starring Charlton Copley.
Is that the guy's name who played the name I can't pronounce? Wickers
van der Merwe, played by Charlton Copley, a bumbling bureaucrat working for Multinational United.
Holy
guys,
shit, I hate that guy for fucking 90% of that movie.
I don't think he's meant to be that likable.
No, it's obviously not. They did a very fucking good job of making him not likable.
Yeah, what did we think?
If you wanted to like him, like he would do something else that would make you fucking hate him again. I was like, you fucking dick for brains.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's literally a commentary about apartheid. Like South Africa This really happened. It was just with native South Africans, black South Africans versus white South Africans. And yeah, it's a direct, District 9 is a direct reference to District 6, which was in Cape Town, declared a whites-only area in 1966, leading to the forced removal of 60,000 residents. The film used prawns to mirror the dehumanization and segregation seen during South Africa's apartheid era. We liked it. Was it good? What do you got? Give me some.
I mean, I thought it was
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Was it as good as you remembered it when you first saw it?
I did not remember how fucking brutal that movie was. Apparently, I was not paying attention because like that movie is like brutal, killing of people and like the cutting up everything, and you see like the burnt and like tested on like prawn bodies like in the thing.
I mean, his hand when he squirts the black goo in his face, and starts turning into a prawn. His fucking hand is all wet and gross.
Oh yeah. The effects are good. It's nasty.
Yeah, really good effects. He chops his own fucking hand off. And for a film in 2009, honestly, I think the prawns look kind of good as well. They're just kind of creepy looking, buggy creatures. Obviously, they're no different. They're basically just humans, albeit with some uniqueness. They don't look like us. And honestly, the story is just evergreen. It's just apartheid. Obviously, it was a real thing that happened, but this could be easily an allegory for like the United States Central American border crisis.
It's really an allegory for what's going on in like the United States right now with just like dehumanizing people and like evicting people and like putting them in camps where nobody understands what's going on. Like
that's what I just said.
Who's at Central America? I'm talking about like what's going on like in the actual U.S. right now.
But those are the people that are being targeted as like Central and South American people.
Yeah, it's brutal. Anybody that doesn't look like fucking the president right now is being targeted, basically.
Yeah. And that's why it's evergreen. It's not just a uniquely American thing. It's not a uniquely South African thing. It's not a uniquely every place has this going on. Obviously, this was meant to make you think like, what's going on in your own situation and how do I read the news and do I potentially dehumanize people, demographics in my own country? Like what it's meant to make you think about what your own country does. It's not just like a South African thing, and it's very pointed. Obviously, it's almost bordering on comedic at times how evil it is. But it does end up wrapping up as like a big action set piece. The action's pretty good. The weapons are good. They get the Nigerian gang members who are trying to eat them. That's an interesting little wrinkle thrown in there. Very hard to understand people talk. South African accent to English does not translate well.
The subtitles were fucking saving my ass on that. Or the Nigerians when they were talking, I had fucking zero idea what they were saying without the subtitles.
Yeah.
But one thing that was like I felt like was a little bit overplayed was like just people blowing up. Like they used like the zap cannon kind of thing and blew people up. Like I feel like that one was kind of like overdone. It was like almost every other person died from that.
But doesn't that kind of make you like? I think that's supposed to be the alien weapons are like crazy futuristic, nasty weapons,
for sure.
And only the aliens can use it, right? So it makes you wonder, like, well, these guys possess the capabilities to sort of like just do what they want. They could kill us if they wanted. They end the film being like, will they come back to destroy us? They can. They have the capabilities. Those weapons are very obviously meant to do that, but they don't do it. It just shows these people are just trying to live. These prawns, these aliens are just trying to live daily life. They're in a new situation as well, and they're not inherently evil. They're just people. And the MNU and South Africans in the film are villainize them because they're just different than you. Yeah. And they obviously they eat them and they insult them and they take away their homes, and it's not something that ended with the film. It goes on today.
Yeah. And no, yeah, like we were saying with the effects too, like and the themes being still relevant. You could like tell someone this was made in like 2020, and I think they'd not bat an eye. You're like, oh yeah,
it's weirdly like very prescient.
Yeah, I'd agree.
For a film that's over almost 20 years old.
Unfortunately, humans have been doing this forever, so it's gonna be forever.
Yeah, it's not. There's no deep moral quandary here. I don't imagine it's like it's very much like sort of explaining an allegory, explaining how fucking ridiculous we can be to one another and how evil we can be.
Yeah, like how our country did Native Americans. It's just if you go back another 100 years, it probably happened several colonies in every century. Basically, it's just the repeating
Australians
pattern.
with Aborigines.
Yeah.
Like, written with everybody.
Yeah, basically. It's a repeating pattern, unfortunately.
The only thing that you could, like, look deeper into for, like, a deeper view of the other than, like, what we're looking at would be, like, can people change? Because like, throughout the film, he's a fucking terrible person, but at the end, like, he just decides to save them and save their world, and then he actually physically changes into a prawn by the end of the movie.
He sacrifices himself so that the guy can go and save his kid and go escape to the ship. And the guy promises he'll save him, but that's a dude nobody knows. We never got District 10, which was supposed to happen. But I wrote this down from ChatGPT. Thank you very much. Not ChatGPT, but Gemini. As Wickus loses his physical human form, he ironically gains a moral conscience.
Yeah,
The film posits that humanity is a set of actions, not what you are. Empathy, sacrifice, loyalty rather than the biological state because he becomes a better person. He loses what he thought made him different, which is his physical form, and he becomes the thing he hated, and he weirdly becomes a better human being in that process.
that's what Paige said too. She brought up the point, like, as he becomes more of a prawn, he becomes more of a human.
Yeah. He shows empathy, sympathy, and that was nice. That was a nice little twist. And then the film ends with the wife giving an interview, and the guy Vicus is on the run. Nobody's seen him since the last day of the action. It shows that he's fully a prawn at the end, and he's leaving her like little gifts because he still loves her. It's his wife. He hasn't lost who he was. He's improved himself, even though he's not a human anymore. And it's very nice. Very nice film. Great. Did I tell you that was Charlotte Copley's first acting role ever?
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, he went on to act. He was in Hardcore Henry or whatever the fuck that movie was. He's become a good actor in his own right. And obviously Neil Blomkamp is like a huge sci-fi. Made Chappie, made Elysium. He makes a bunch of these sci-fi, South African themed movies.
That's crazy. That's almost like when you have such a good performance your first run, it's insane. It's almost like I don't think it was her first one, but her first like breakout, Toni Collette in Hereditary. Like she didn't I don't know, I think she was mostly Broadway before or something, or didn't have any roles.
She was in Little Miss Sunshine.
Something, yeah.
She went.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was just such a crazy genre switch then. I just remember hearing like
Very
that she'd
much so.
never, yeah, and she just killed it immediately, like as hard as you can, basically.
She's good
Definitely.
in Knives Out too.
Oh, great. Great.
That
She's
was
great in everything. When I see Toni Collette in a film, I'm like, this is gonna be good.
a jump scare. I was like, "Oh, I know her." Well, fuck, that's why I know her. Well, this is not. I'm hoping this is not the same vibe on this fucking movie as the last time I saw her.
The film explores how societies justify the mistreatment of groups by labeling them as vermin or less than human. Interestingly, many of the street interviews in the film use real responses from South Africans about Zimbabwean and Nigerian immigrants, which Blomkamp then edited to be about aliens. That's from Wikipedia.
That's crazy. Like the evil shit,
It's actually like a crazy meta criticism.
it's fucking unbelievable. And like the evil shit that they made them do in that movie too. That like when he's like there's a shack full of the eggs, and he's like pulling the fucking
Oh yeah.
pins out, and laughing about it, and telling the guy, "Oh, you just had your first abortion. Like congratulations." And then they set it on fire, and it's popping and screaming, and they're laughing about it.
I think that was because abortion, I can't speak for many other cultures, but I think in like Europe and other places, a lot more liberal areas of the planet, abortion is not nearly as controversial as it is here. But like, so I think that was specifically put in the film, it feels like, to target like American audiences because it's like abortion is he's so nonchalant about it. He's just like, oh, you pop motherfuckers. And the little pop fella jumps out and it's like lights the whole thing on fire, just killing like, he said there's like 50 babies in there or whatever, just kills 50 kids. And it's just like laughing about it and cheering about it. But meanwhile, and it goes on to, it sort of goes further by showing how ridiculous it is that we even quibble over abortion as a issue, to make it think it is morally wrong because nobody looks at it as bad when it's a group you don't like, abort all those babies. They don't, my babies, it's like, very interesting. Obviously the people who that message should be hitting, it will never get to, but
Yeah, that's true.
definitely inflammatory for sure. That was put in there for a purpose to show how fucking evil people can be, can be with a certain set of guiding principles to justify their actions. Anything else about the film stick out to you?
Definitely had some hints of capitalistic greed in there too. With MNU being like the third largest like weapons manufacturer in the world. Really, they're just trying to move all these prawns to the concentration camps so they can take the guns. Basically, is all they're really doing it for, and their technology.
Yeah, this is wrote down to. MNU represents the military-industrial complex. Their interest in the aliens is purely instrumental. They do not care about the species' welfare or technology, unless it can be weaponized for profit. Literally, they don't care about the aliens and what they see, what they put under the guise of as a humanitarian mission of moving these prawns to a better camp. They don't. They're really in there to just shift them out and get all their shit intact. And obviously, it goes further because it shows them legitimately cutting and carving these aliens up like they're meat.
Or like he shot one of them.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to shoot him. Don't make me do it. And they make him shoot the aliens like scared, got a target on his back. It's pretty horrible if you
Yeah, I
think about it.
mean, it was like there was really no reason to even fucking do it. Like they were
No,
both
the guy's like, bring back the cow. I'll shoot the cow. Like, bring back
like,
the cow.
fuck it. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that had some kind of a correlation with something that actually did happen back in the
Probably, bro.
in that what was going on in Johannesburg with apartheid. I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with it.
Maybe. I mean, the people twist themselves up in so many ways. People think like Planned Parenthood is like a secret organization to just run tests about how to sterilize like black people. Like Kanye thinks that shit or allegedly thought that. It's like people twist themselves in all types of things. I'm not saying that experimentation on groups that were labeled like subhuman didn't happen. I'm 90% certain that happened.
I mean, 100% happened. It happened in the Holocaust. They did it with the
Oh,
Jews.
absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm just talking about in America,
Yeah.
in the American context. For sure, it's happened in history.
And if you've ever like
Um,
read what Japan was doing to China back in the day, like not like using people as target practice is not far fetched. If anything, worse stuff was happening in Japan-China relations. Like it's not far fetched to think they'd mutilate in fucking target practice for fun.
No, no, not a. Even though it ends on a positive note, not a happy film because
No.
the issues are very pervasive even through today. So in real life shit's going on today that this movie like tries to make it to like a evil joke, but it's really happening to people.
And one of the most like evil things they did was like they tried to use the prawn's kid like against them to like leverage them into like leaving. Like we say, oh, we're
Oh,
just gonna take your kid because he lives in like shit squalor. So like we're just gonna take your kid. That's fine. Like you can either leave and take the kid with you, or we'll just take the kid and we're gonna stick him in a box.
yeah. To me, that stood out to me being like these groups, these whatever the people like ICE, whatever group you want to put that as the evil group. Not that ICE is inherently evil. I don't want to say that. They're
Oh,
not
well,
doing a great job.
they're inherently evil. I don't give a fuck.
But it just shows that like they're trying to position themselves from a point of like moral superiority by they're doing a humanitarian issue, but like when they don't get when they don't get what they want, which is to move these people no matter what, they'll throw any sort of bullshit administrative like, oh, there's garbage on the ground, like that's against COVID. They'll just make it up.
Mhm.
Like who knows if that's true, right or not? We'll take your kid away, and so now you're forced to do something. So it's like that kind of stuck out to me. Whereas like these evil administrations can just sort of bullshit their way to do whatever they want, as long as they have they have a majority of people
Yeah, and like the
loudly
guy
supporting
was
their
like
mission.
the main character was like, oh well, he started trying to get the guy to sign the eviction notice or whatever, and he wouldn't do it because like it's like no, you can't do this. Like the prawn knew its rights or whatever. Christopher knew his rights, and then he goes back and talks to the other guys like, oh, we got a smart one here. Like this one's intelligent. Like it was like so like blatantly like racist, and you could tell like it was just taken straight from like something that happened and with the concentration camps and stuff like that. And it was
Yeah.
like you could just it was dripping with that. Like it's not could you call it racism when it's against an alien? I don't
I believe the term is xenophobic.
xenophobic. That's what I'm looking for.
It's anybody that's different from you. I don't think
Yeah.
it's specifically
It was
based on skin color.
it was
Yeah.
dripping with xenophobia. It was like you could tell like it was brutal. Like that movie was just like so well made, and knowing the backstory of like the what you brought up with the interviews like being like actual quotes from
Against Nigerian and Zimbabwean immigrants into South Africa.
crazy.
Yeah. Give it out of 5 stars. What do you give it,
They give it like a 4 stars.
Jacob?
Yeah, I'd go for 4 too.
I'll give it 3.5. I think it gets a bit long in the middle and towards the end, but other than that, everything, it's a great film. It's as good as I remember, if not better. Because obviously now I'm an adult who can sort of extrapolate the set to what's going on IRL.
Yeah.
So that's District 9, good film. Neil Blomkamp, go watch. It's on Netflix. We do have one more film for this month, Alien Month. And Jacob, it's your pick. You picked Signs.
A heavy hitter.
Yeah, I mean, probably from our childhood, the most seminal Alien film.
Yeah. I know.
Besides maybe like Wall-E.
Space Jam.
True.
I think Space Jam came out before we were born.
Oh, you said our
Although I love.
So
Yeah, Space Jam was my
childhood.
Yeah.
True.
No, but yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see because I do remember it being like a bit spooky as a kid, like almost scary. But I think that was just being a kid. So it'll be interesting to see how like the eerie parts, like of the first seeing the alien, like how it'll work. But it in general, I know I just remember it as an amazing one of the better M. Night Shyamalan movies that put him on the map. So I'm excited to rewatch it.
Nobody tell me how it ends because I don't know anything about this movie. So
I'm glad.
No, it's a shitty ending.
no, thanks. So I should be looking forward to that the whole
Not
time.
shitty, but it's like the aha thing is like, oh, really? How does that make any sense? I don't want it to go further because it'll spoil it. But it's very funny to me. Just so as I pull back real quick, we just went on a rant about how like District 9's about xenophobia, racism, whatever, dehumanizing groups of people, and then we immediately feature a film with Mel Gibson. It's the lead. It's like fuck, we're not beating the allegations. Yeah. So Signs. M. Night Shyamalan, Melly Gibb, Joaquin, I believe, Phoenix. 2002. That's the film.
I feel like the kids became famous too in the movie. I just forget who they were played by, but I feel like one of them actually ended up being like a big time actress, like the daughter. I forget. Fuck.
Was it Dakota Fanning?
It might have been, dude. It might have been Dakota Fanning.
I think it was Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
Her sister's currently killing it.
The son was Tobey Maguire. So.
Oh really?
What?
No,
No.
I was going to say I didn't know Tobey Maguire.
Why would you just fucking throw?
Why would you believe me? I just told you I've never even. I don't know anything about this movie.
I thought you were looking at like the wiki or something.
Me too. I don't know. Oh, you got me, you fucking freak.
That would have been a joy.
Yeah, Signs, starring Melly Gibbs, Joaquin, Rory Culkin, Abigail Breslin, Cherry Jones, and that's it.
Rory Culkin
must be related to the brothers.
I'm guessing.
I did cinema. I saw just before we leave. 28 Years Later, Part 2.
2 parts to that movie.
It just came out, right?
Yeah, just came out this month.
How was it?
Last week. Probably the best of the series. Fantastic. Damn. I rewatched the one that came out last year, and I bumped it up in my scores. I thought that was one of the best movies released last year. I love zombie films to begin with, but when they're such high-level zombie films in terms of concept and cinematography, it's like they're really cooking with these. And there's another one supposed to be coming out next year or the year after, or whatever, directed by the guy who started it, Danny Boyle, written by Alex Garland.
Damn.
So, you know that the writing is going to be superb in these films, and Nia DaCosta directed this last one, and she did a fantastic job. I also watched The Rip, starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
I've been seeing a lot of ads for that. How was it?
It was fucking good. I liked it.
Oh, really?
I liked it a lot. I thought they really did a good job.
They both are good, so.
It's not like a conceptually, it's like, very much a action film, and it's like a kind of a whodunit or what, but it's a star-studded cast. It's got Tiana Taylor, Ben, Matt, Kyle Chandler, the guy from Friday Night Lights, the coach, and Steven Yeun.
That's a good
Invincible.
cast.
Yeah, great cast. And they did a great job. And honestly, I think I'm buying, if I don't have all the stock, I'm buying more Ben and Matt Damon stock in roles together. I think they just, they're brothers that,
too?
Huh?
Didn't they produce that one too?
I believe so.
They usually do.
Like they do a lot of movies together, and a lot of them are bangers.
They specifically negotiated this film to be like the entire production crew, like all the way down, gets a piece of the revenue from the streams or whatever from Netflix. Like the first time they ever done it. They fought specifically for it.
Didn't they write Good Will Hunting together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they both acted in it.
Yeah. I just mean like they're like very smart when it comes on the actor scale. They usually like write and produce it, like everything, and they're kind of ground up when they'll lead it and then kind of run the whole thing.
I thought
they're great.
Yeah, too, for Ben Affleck to take a backseat in Good Will Hunting too. Like he wasn't like giving Matt Damon that leading role and like being the supporting actor, almost not even a supporting actor, but like.
No, he was.
Somebody's there. I mean, he's
Very
not
good
even
one.
enough to be a supporting actor in that room.
Ben Affleck's a great actor in his own right. Don't get me wrong,
Sure,
but
he is.
Matt Damon, when we're putting them to get Matt Damon is like very
And
clearly
at that point in their
he's one of
careers
the
too.
best actors ever. Like Ben Affleck has had a lot of miss.
Yeah, and at
It's
that
fun-
point in his career, Ben Affleck was early in his acting career. He wasn't like what Matt Damon was at that point in his career. So,
They're also kind of different, right? I mean, they're both good-looking chaps for sure, but like Ben Affleck is like, he beefed up and shredded up for like Batman. Like he's like a traditionally handsome guy. Both very and very smart. Damon's they're just, I think they're both geniuses at what they do. They're both really good, and I'm buying more stock, more films like that. Put them in together, and I'm in, no matter what it is.
you guys got any slop that you're looking forward to watching in the movie or TV show categories?
Netflix has a series with, I forget what it's called. Let me look it up real quick.
I feel like Survivor 50 is gonna be fucking slop the way they're advertising it.
Yeah, it looks like slop. I mean, I'm looking forward to. There's a movie with Batista and Jason Momoa where they're brothers in Hawaii, and they're gonna be like blowing.
That's
shit.
That's awesome,
gonna
dude.
be bad.
I'm watching that shit
It's
hammered.
It's gonna be so much fun. I love that kind of slop. Like that's my shit.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
sometimes I'll put on Hobbs and Shaw just to watch that shit
Dude,
again.
I was just about to say that. Dude, the scene is that the movie where The Rock like holds onto the helicopter with the
It's gonna chain attached to a helicopter while he's standing on the back of a tow truck holding them together. Like,
Dude, when I first saw that, I like literally died. I was laughing. Dude, Fast and Furious were pure comedy by the end. Like actually the funniest movies I've seen.
I haven't seen the newest one, I don't think, which I want to see because that one's got Jason Momoa in it too.
Really? Yeah, no, and Hobbs and Shaw too, when like the military comes and then they're like, no, we got all these like New Zealanders with bats and they're gonna beat them. And then there's like guys with the ARs that are getting their asses kicked. It's
Yeah,
like,
it
what
was
the heck's going on? Rock's like, we got it. Don't worry. We're defending the home turf.
They put the fucking guy from the WWE in there. Just didn't have any lines. He just stood there looking like menacing Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman. He's
Roman
perfect for
Reigns
that.
like, just standing there. He never said anything. It was like, you got Roman Reigns here, and you're just not going to give him a line to say in this whole movie. Like,
Well, he's The Rock's cousin.
is he really?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's crazy. But I mean, they could have.
IRL.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's either him or like the Uso twins. He's related to either both or one of them. I think he's like, I'm 90% certain he's related to Roman Reigns, though.
I mean, it makes sense.
Polynesian culture over there, like a lot of them are related.
That's a weirdly xenophobic thing to say, dude.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you're gonna go into Polynesia and fucking start putting you on camps?
Like in the WWE, like The Rock's dad wrestled. Like, I think that they're cousins with like one of the.
It's a family history you're talking, and specifically in the Johnson family.
Yeah, like there's tons of them.
Yeah, not all Polynesians are related. That's what you're saying. There's not an inbreeding issue going on in Polynesia.
The Irish, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, his and hers. I don't know if it technically qualifies as slop, but it's John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson and anything.
Bernthal is fucking slop. Get the fuck out of here.
He was in The Accountant 2 last year with our guy Ben Affleck. That's
He's in The Accountant 1 as well too. Okay,
but that's a good movie. The Accountant 2 didn't need to be that. John Bernthal is a great. Anything he's in, I'm sort of in on
for sure.
I love John Bernthal, so that's kind of the sloppy. I don't even know if you can quote. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't make a judgment. But I like Tessa Thompson and I like John Bernthal, so I'm willing to give it a shot.
I'm 2 seasons into Peaky Blinders right now, so
that's not slop. That's one of the best TV shows ever made.
It hasn't really gripped me yet. I'm 2 seasons in and it hasn't really gripped me yet. Honestly, I don't know what it is about.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I'm all in because Tom Hardy's in it, and he was only in like a couple episodes in season 2, so I know he's gonna be.
How about Cillian Murphy?
Oh, he's great. I love him, but like
Tommy Shelby's like an all-time TV character.
It's enjoyable for sure, but it's not. It doesn't grip me like Game of Thrones grip me. Like I would watch an episode of Game of Thrones, and I'm like, I need to watch the next one. I'm watching this one, I'm like,
did you watch the new Game of Thrones show?
Not yet. Dunking an egg. I'm excited. Egg. I think it's the egg that Aemon was saying when he was dying.
Shit.
Yeah.
See, that's too deep into the lore. I've lost the plot. We're being completely honest.
That's deep. That's like in like season like 6 or something like that when he dies, right?
Yeah. That's like the Master Aemon that was stuck at the wall, and he was like talking. He was talking about his younger brother, and I'm pretty sure that's the egg in the show. So it ties in nicely.
The egg.
That's what I'm learning. His younger brother was an egg.
He's bald as hell. I saw the preview. Now I know why he's called Egg. He's like a young boy, so that's why he's called Egg.
Call me the egg, baby.
I am the egg man.
What the fuck? Did we just talk about before the game of the? Oh,
Is it
well,
Ed?
yeah, Steve. Watch the Peaky Blinders because there's a movie coming out this year.
Yeah,
I
I
believe.
saw that too. I'm excited about that. The lady who plays Aunt Paul, I don't know if she dies in the 3rd season, so then maybe she does, but like she actually died in real life, so will not be in that movie, which is unfortunate. But if Cillian Murphy's in it, I'm all in.
Okay. Well,
If Tom Hardy's in it, then I'm hard.
I don't think he's in it.
He probably dies in the 3rd season. I don't know, but
Actually, no, I don't know. I don't remember.
you guys ever watch
Anyhow,
that fucking TV show on FX with Tom Hardy? Fucking Taboo.
I never saw
It was the
that.
strangest fucking show I've ever watched. It's like they had like 1 season of it. It was supposed to have a 2nd season, and then they just never did.
because it got canceled.
Apparently, it was just fucking weird. If you can find it, watch it. It's quite enjoyable because it's Tom Hardy being a weird. So I'm always in on that.
Shout out to Tom Hardy. Shout out to all these guys. Keep acting. We love it. But this has been the Banner Report. We'll end it here. 2 hours in. Hines, that's the movie for next week, and then we'll switch the month up. I have to think about what we're gonna do. We'll obviously be discussing any potential trades to happen and our Celtics as they continue to dominate the East. And get our guy JT back. So until then, I've been Cody. That's been Jacob. That's been Steve. This has been the Banner Report. Go Seas and go Pats in
Go
the
Drake
AFC
May.
Championship. We never even talked about it, but catching 5.5 points on the road in Denver. Gotta love the Pats, man.
Can't get
Let's go in
stitted.
and win this shit.
We cannot get
No.
stitted.
We're gonna go suck on his titties.
Everybody stay safe during the blizzard.
Stay safe. Go Pats. Go Seas.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.